All right, Kate, I know this is never the way you want your season to end, right? But you get ended at the state tournament. Just tell me about the thoughts right now.
I mean, that's really about all we asked for. No one really thought we could do it, and this is, honestly, I'm happy with it.
You had a big game, 11 points, hit some outside shots. Just kind of take us through that. What were you doing well?
I mean, I was just trying to move around the perimeter, get the pass the ball around, move around, and then hopefully spot up for a nice shot.
Offensively, you probably came into this knowing they were going to put a lot of attention on Jenna, right? So, what was your approach? What were you trying to do to get involved and have the game like you did?
Pretty much the same thing. Just move around. Hopefully my teammates find me. We'll find Jenna when she's open. She'll find us when they're all collapsing on her.
Like you said, this is a year where maybe a lot of people didn't think you guys would get here, but to end the season here, what does that mean?
It means a lot. I mean, again, no one thought we could do it, and we knew we could. So there was nothing to lose going into this game. We were the underdogs again. So, just to make it here, it means a lot.
When you reflect on overall your time at Glenwood, what's going to stand out?
Just the memories created and the friendships built. It was unforgettable. It was I'd never trade it.
All right, Jenna. It's over, and I'm sure it's all kind of probably raw at the moment. But just where are the emotions? What are the thoughts right now?
Honestly, it hasn't really hit me yet that this is my last game playing for Glenwood, but. Obviously, I'm super proud of my teammates and coaches. We weren't even supposed to be here. We proved everyone wrong, and obviously, they're the number one team in the state for a reason. They're really deep, and I think a lot of their girls play summer basketball, which that shows. They're deep and they're skilled.
Defensively, they put a lot of attention on you, which I'm sure you expected coming in. But talk about that. What were they doing? What were you seeing from them defensively?
Yeah, so obviously they're in a box and one, but pretty much every single time I got the ball, they had 2 or 3 girls on me, which made it tough. I still found a couple ways to score. I was trying to attack the offensive board glass as much as I can, but, we just came up short.
Still a double-double for you. Where was your success coming from today, you feel like?
I got a couple putbacks on the offensive side, and then I had 1 3, I think, and a turnaround jumper. I was just able to kind of take what the defense gave me. If they weren't giving me enough pressure, I shot it, and yeah.
I know you didn't end the way you wanted to with the hand injury, but as kind of time was winding down, it looked like you guys weren't going to come back. Where are the emotions in that situation, knowing that, all 4 years of the work you've put in is coming to an end?
Obviously it's tough just because I've been playing with these girls since 3rd grade, but, we really did everything we tried to do, and we did everything we possibly could, and, I'm proud of them regardless. I told them before the game, win or lose, as long as we play hard and try our best, that's all we can really do. It's obviously stinks to not be able to rep the Glenwood uniform anymore, but I'm excited for my next chapter up in South Dakota State.
Heck of a postseason for you and a heck of a career overall. When you reflect, what are you going to remember? What's going to stand out to you?
Definitely just being out my sophomore season when we got to play in the state championship game. That was super fun. And the Pella and LC game this year were 2 huge wins for us, and it was just a great team wins both times.
All right, Coach. They're really, really good. What are your guys' takeaways from today? What are your thoughts?
Well, you just said it. They're good. But I think we had a good game plan. I think some of the things we did defensively in the first half created some issues for them, and they weren't able to run what they wanted. They had to prepare for some of the different things that we were going to throw at them. And I think we competed well and threw some things out defensively that created some problems for them for a while. They made some good second half adjustments and forced us to have to change some things defensively. So.
Down 2 after a slow start, get it down to 2, tie it early in the second. I'm sure you guys had to feel pretty good. What did they do kind of in that little stretch there that you guys didn't have an answer for?
Well, their depth we didn't have an answer for. We don't play real deep, and our kids were working awfully hard out there. And that's probably, I don't want to say they showed exhaustion, but we used a lot of our timeouts just for the fact that, hey, we got to give these kids a break. And I think a lot of it is yeah, just the fact that they were, I mean, the kids they're bringing off the bench are pretty darn good players and could knock down shots. And so their depth and their experience of the basketball players that they have, and the fact that they executed, I felt like we got good shots in the first half. But, another bucket here or there that we might have been able to knock down, who knows, it's a different story. So
it seemed like in that first half especially, you guys really were able to keep pace with them. I mean, as Trevor there kind of said, down by 2 and tying it early in the first half there, only down by 10 at halftime, had to still feel pretty good against the number 1 team in the tournament. I mean, just talk about some things you guys were doing, because it seemed like even at times got their shots off balance there in that first half.
Yeah, we didn't really look at it as the number 1 team. We looked at it as Dallas Center Grimes. That's the opponent that we were given, and we feel like we're a pretty darn good team, and I think we prepared for what they had, but they just made a lot of adjustments and probably did a better job of adjusting and had more weapons. And I mean, we were excited to be in it, but we were also expecting that. And I think our girls, it would have been nice to get a few more buckets off of our defense. So we played really hard defensively, but it really didn't translate into any transition buckets or any easy buckets on the offensive end, which would have been nice. I felt like we really had to either knock down a 3 or work really hard for our offensive buckets, and that's the testament to their defense. But it would have been nice to have our defense turn into some offensive points, and we really didn't ever get that going at any point.
Not a lot of senior classes can say that each one of their seasons in high school ended at the state tournament. I mean, just obviously, Jennifer, just talk about the senior class and really what print they've made here on the Glenwood program here.
Senior class has been tremendous. Kind of what I told them in the locker room is they've created a new expectation for Glenwood girls basketball, and that's awesome. I know we didn't end it how we wanted to today, and we're not necessarily satisfied with just getting here, but we should be proud of that, and proud that they've created this expectation of what a season looks like, and where every team's goal is going to be from here on out. And I'm just super proud of every single one of them. I know a lot of it's wrapped around Jenna, and she's got a great support staff from her teammates and friends and classmates in that senior class. They've done a tremendous job of supporting her and living and getting excited for her successes. But in all honesty, they're a big piece of this too. They spend a lot of hours in that gym, and whether they're at whatever level or wherever their skill sets are, they've been really good for the entire 4 years they've been there. We didn't have a lot of kids. Most of the kids that were there as freshmen are here as seniors, and they wanted to be a part of this, and we thank them for being a part of this.
With Jenna, I mean, it's not every year that you get a player like that. Speak to the impact that she's had over the last 4 years.
I can't say enough about her. She is a tremendous basketball player. She works harder than anybody that I've probably ever coached. She always is wanting to get better, and continual improvement is she relishes in the process of getting better. She spends a lot of hours in the gym, and I'm just excited to see where she can go, because it's not even close to being over for her. I'm excited for her to see what she can do at South Dakota State and just continue to get better and better as a basketball player. But as a teammate, she's a great teammate. She gets excited for her classmates, her teammates. She wants to see everybody else have success. And through all of her accolades, she's a very humble player, but is also a competitor. She's going to let you know she's there to compete, but she does it very gracefully. So.